Screw you! You hear it way off into the distance. I love it. I love Gim. He's great. Unbelievable.
So we make it back to Winterhaven, all right, Dave?
You do. I was just waiting to see if you guys were doing anything else here at the pit.
I think we're ready. I'm ready to head back as everyone else is.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm ready to.
Follow the yellow brick road.
All right, so I get to the gate and we're helping Douven along, and I say to the guards, "We got a hurt man here." Says, "You probably recognize Douven. Can you go get the priestess to help him out?"
Oh yeah.
So I tell the guards.
Yep. And as you're passing by, the guard does the cuckoo and points towards Douven and doesn't say anything, just kind of smiles and does the "he's crazy" type of thing around his ear, you know what I mean? Does this cuckoo. No, that's
They don't like you very much, do they, Douven?
that's the Monster Vault Puck. This is the Threats of the Nenterville. That also is in a set.
So I'm going to help Douven to the
Threats of the
church where
Nenterville
the
comes with a map,
priestess is.
and Threats of the Monsterville, the Nenterville, come with 6 sheets of tokens also. Different sheets of tokens that are actually all of the monsters in the Threats.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. She should be able to heal them up just fine.
Yes, and those are
Let's
all
head over to
current
the
errata
tower and tell his
rules.
boss.
Adjustments.
Vulthrun?
You know what the other group
Yeah.
called him? Voltron. They changed his name to Voltron. We're going to Voltron's tower.
Was that-
Voltron.
I bet I know who that was too.
Oh, it was Dirt.
Caravitus.
Caravicus and the Carciphagus.
Sarcophagus.
And yeah.
Yeah.
That was a nice one saying you're dirt.
He did. He said, "You're pretty weak. You're not no big bad hero. Big Dirt's a Darren. You're in trouble. You're gonna be." Never mind. How I digress. Okay, so you guys get to Vulthrun's tower. You deliver Douven, and basically Parl. He, escorts him in and takes him upstairs, and Vulthrun, he invites you into his chambers, and you step through a teleport, and you zap up to the top of the tower. And there's lots of beakers bubbling, lots of small flames. It's really a free. You would love to have this place, especially being a warlock. You can sense the magic just everywhere in here. You see, lots of wands on the wall in these glass cases, and he's got an arsenal.
I say to him, "We found Douven. Now he's in the capable hands of Sister Lenora. He was banged up quite a bit, but he should be okay."
Silly Duvel. I hope that him and his expeditions don't take his life one day. I try to look
Well,
at
it
There's
looks
a
like
river rat.
it looks
was a
like
river
he may have
rat.
actually found something this time.
Oh, what did
He
he
mentioned
find?
something about a mirror in this wooden box he found. Says he
Well-
read about it.
Show him the mirror and he'll be able to
Well,
identify it for you.
it's not the same mirror. It's a different mirror.
Yeah, but Red's got one that can be identified.
The mirror that Ren
But,
has isn't magical.
Oh, it isn't?
Now he takes a look at the box. Did you hand him the box that the mirror was in? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So he reads the runic scripture on the box. And he says, "Oh, this is an old wizard that lived many generations ago in the Nenterville. He was actually a wizard of this tower. It's a shame that the mirror is not in the box. Who has actually the mirror? Who has the mirror? Do any of you have the mirror?
We do not. When we found the box, it was empty. My guess is the mirror probably going to a Kelson from the River Rats. They were the ones that were there, and they're the ones that had locked up Douven. So my guess is that he's the one that has the mirror.
Yeah.
I believe there's some small-time thug thieves guild thing out of Fallcrest.
Yeah. His name is Kelson.
I'll have to take note of that. And all of a sudden he waves his hand, and a transparent mage hand appears, 2 hands, and the hands float over to his desk, pick up a piece of parchment from a shelf, and takes the ink quill pen, dips it into the ink, and starts writing. He says, I'll have to take note of that. And then the hands roll up the scroll and put it onto a shelf with a bunch of other scrolls. Hundreds of scrolls are in this shelf display. And he goes, well, I appreciate you finding my apprentice. And the hand goes over and grabs a scroll out of the same whole scroll rack of what they just put the scroll. And the mage hand comes over and hands it to whoever wants to take it. And basically the hand is just holding its hand out with the scroll on top of it. And Vulthrun says, please accept this as a gift for finding my apprentice and helping him out. It's good to see that he is alive.
I'll ask him what it is.
This is one of my... What I do up here? You seem to be trustworthy folks. I will trust you with this. I like to create rituals. I like to tinker with magic. And this is one of my creations. This is a ritual that you can perform that will let you take the life or take the magic out of an item and turn it into a residue powder. So, I'm going to show you guys what this is. This is a ritual. It is the ritual called Disenchant Item. This is actually a pretty fucking sweet, pretty sweet item. You can't use it till level 6, but Disenchant magic item. And this has the text for the errata, the correct errata. So basically the ritual destroys a magic item of your level or lower, and the item can be common, uncommon, or rare. The ritual returns an amount of residue based on the item's rarity, as in 20% for a common item, well 20% common item gold piece value. If it's a uncommon item, then it's worth 50% of the value of the item in residue, and 100% if it's rare. So there you go. And the component cost is basically 25. I'll tell you how the disenchant. I'll tell you how rituals work. So rituals work like this. The component cost says 25 gold pieces. That means that you have to have 25 gold worth of residue on you for that. That's what the component costs for. But sometimes other of these rituals, a lot of other rituals have different components, like maybe a 1,000 gold piece cat's eye gem or diamond.
Like the alarm, you have to have like a silver bell or something like that.
Yeah, basically. And takes 1 hour, and you basically drain the life out of the item. The item becomes normal, and then there's like a pile of dust. And the residue is worth, basically, I believe it's 50,000 or 500,000 gold for 1 pound. That would be normally weigh 1 pound worth of coins. So yeah, residue is 1 pound of residue is 500,000 gold pieces worth, and fits in a belt pouch. So there you go. So
I
that's
say thank you
basically
to him.
what.
Says,
Yeah, it's no problem. I thank you for helping me find Douven, sorry.
so
Duval.
you also
Douven.
mentioned that you have some more information about the Orcus idol that we found.
I do. Also, one more thing. I also want everybody to add another 250 EXP. Another 250 EXP to your sheet. Everyone gets 250 more for saving Douven. Now, for mapping, for mapping the keep of the Shadowfell area, I'm not going to remind you about this, but I want you to let me know, hey, just take a second and say, hey, I think I'm going to map the vicinity that we're in, or if you go to another chamber, or if you're outside of the keep, just say that you're going to spend a little bit of time and map this area to make it more, to immerse yourself a little bit more into the game. So, and then I want you to slice your wrist and drink your blood. So, but that'll be down the line. We'll wait till we're level 5 for that. We'll all do that together on stream. I'm just kidding.
We're officially over second level.
No, we're not.
Nope. How much XP
We're
do
at
you guys have?
1,075.
We officially could have
Nice.
second level now.
Yep, you guys are at 1,075, so you'll get once you hit 2,250 EXP, you'll hit level 3. Remember I gave you that level a little early, Gim, and I said you can just have level 2 early? So you're over level 1 now. You're at least level 2, so you'll level
That's
another...
what I just said.
Yeah, what, 200, 2,000? What is it, 1,200 XP or so to go? About 1,200?
Yep.
Yeah, 1,200.
Yeah, it'll start speeding up, because the it's worth XP to map, and then there's also other things that you'll get EXP for. So yes, the wizard, he puts on his monocle. He has a pair of glasses that he puts on his. And he tells
Does he have
everyone
a top
to
hat too?
take a seat. No, he does not have a. He looks like the Monopoly guy though, without the hat.
Okay.
Do
I'll
not
stick with
pass
the
go.
peanut.
Do not collect $200. That was so great.
Before we sit down, I hand the scroll to Free. I have no use for disenchantment.
Well, I think you're the only one that can use rituals.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
can't use rituals unless I take a feat.
Yeah, as long as you have
But
the
I was
feat.
planning to take it at some point.
Yeah. Anybody can use a feat as long as you have the ritual. As long as you meet the requirements for ritual, you can. I don't even think there's any requirements for ritual. Is there?
They're just either you have to have the ritual casting feat,
Yeah.
or your class sometimes lets you use it.
Well, the wizard said he'd help you.
Alright, well then
So
I'll
all
keep
you
this in my
really got to
possession
do is
then.
just copy it into your ritual spell book.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy a ritual spell book. So
She has
Do
one
you
because
have
she knows
one?
a couple already.
gotcha. Oh, that's
Yep,
right. That's
I
right.
do.
That's right. She started with one. So yeah. So your ritual spell book is kind of cool. I like how the ritual spell book is. I think it's 100 pages, and then each ritual takes up the amount of pages, whatever the level of the ritual is. So your disenchant magic item ritual will take 6 pages of your 100 pages, and then your other rituals will take this amount of pages depending on what level it is. So I like the way that is. I like the little micromanaging aspects of the game for stuff like that. That's just me though.
One question. Roughly how long
Yeah.
does it take to transcribe from the scroll into the book?
I'm not too sure. We'll have to look. I think you can do it on a long rest or a short rest. I don't know. We'll have to look at it. We'll look at it afterwards. So
Well, we'll need to rest up before we go to the castle.
no. He thinks that's probably going to need to be your next stop. So he pulls his glasses up over, kind of puts them down to the tip of his nose, and he tells you that the cult that is seeking to reopen the Rift of the Shadowfell is led by a person named Caravicus and Calorel. And Calorel is a priest of Orcus, and he leads a death cult that has moved to this area within the last several months. Now, he knows that it will take quite a bit of time to open the portal, and he senses that the portal is not open, because he would be able to sense that, because it is such a close distance from the tower to the keep, because there is that tie between the keep and his tower. So basically, if the cult isn't stopped, the seal will collapse and the passage into the Shadowfell will open anew. If that happens, Winterhaven will be the first of all the major cities to fall, and it will spread to Fallcrest, it will spread to Harkenvold, and then possibly even the Hammerfast. The last time this
so
rift...
Wizard.
Yes. Yes, Dwarf.
Yeah, I hate to be rude, but since this is so important that we get this done, and we are not exactly top of the health, is there any way you might be able to give us a little health so we can get right into this and take care of business?
I am not a healer. I do not tend wounds. I blow shit up, basically, is what he says.
What
I destroy things.
is there anything we need, if he has the portal even partly open? Is there anything we need to do to close it or make it closed?
Yes. Well, supposedly there is a keeper. I've been reading since I found out about this Orcus Cult several months ago. I have not said anything because, first off, I did not think that this Calorel would have the knowledge or have the power to open up this. I still don't know if he's going to be able to open this closed rift. Like I said, I do not sense that he's even close, but we can't take that chance. If he's in the keep, there is a keeper of the portal that was left behind, and he is in the castle. He is a spirit, but he is there.
Does he? Do you know his name or?
His name is Sir Keegan. Sir Keegan. Do you have any questions, my friends?
I know that Parl wants us to map out the keep. Do you have any maybe old maps or anything old that lets us get an idea of what it looks like?
I've never been inside the keep, but there are multiple. Well, let's see. He'll describe it to you real quick. There's one tower that is destroyed, a center tower of the keep that was destroyed, and a lot of the eastern side, actually the tower still has walls standing, but a lot of them have fallen, and you will see it when you get to the keep. It is in a large portion, it takes a large portion of the forest up. You'll hit the clearing. You know, a lot of people in the town will not go there. There's stories and old wise tales that there's still some crazy murderer that runs around the tower or haunts it. Or I do not believe this, even though it is documented in our records. I still don't believe that this would have happened. And supposedly, it is this Sir Keegan is the one that did the murdering. I do not believe it.
So, surely something this powerful, of this magnitude, was not really left unguarded. Are there any protections we should know about when we get down there that we should avoid, or anything hopefully we won't trip or anything like that?
I can't tell you. Like I said, I've never been inside of the dungeons of the keep. I know that there is a dungeon. I believe it's several levels, if I'm not mistaken, according to the records. I believe that there's 2 levels to this dungeon. It is a dungeon now, but when the keep was active, it was basically where everyone lived inside of the castle. Because the cults was opening the portal underground. Then the living quarters in the castle were built on top of that. So that's how the castle became to be.
I don't think there's any more information we can glean from this. We should return to the inn and get rested for tomorrow.
I totally agree with you, young lady.
Okay. I will thank Vulthrun for the information, and we'll let him know what we find out. I'm going to go to after I say okay. I'm going to go to the general to the goods store real quick. I'll meet you guys back at the inn, and I'm going to go to Barrowin's goods.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to take Leopold to the side. As we all walk back towards the inn.
She tells you, if you ever fucking use King's Castle on me again, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My bad. Sorry.
King's Castle switches places.
I'm going over to the
and
general
Leopold
store
used that. And
I'm going to get a couple potions.
He was in a bad spot,
I already
surrounded by
got
creatures.
2.
And the cleric
but,
wasn't. So he
I think
used
I'll
King's
need a little
Castle
more.
and put
Hey,
her
Kim,
in the
why don't
middle
you
of
go
all
grab a
these
few for
creatures to
me?
get out of it. Oh, it was
Just 2 would be
it
great.
was funny. It was awesome.
There's
It
50
was
apiece.
funny.
That's fine. And I hand him.
Hey, Gim,
Alright.
I'll also give you the money to pick me up one, and if you won't mind, drop it off and give it to free when you get a chance.
All right, you guys go
That's
ahead
3.
and deduct your money, add your healing potions, anything you need from the player's handbook, you can do so. Don't forget to add...
I go to Barrowin. Okay.
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Oh, I was just going to say, make sure you add your disenchant item, put that in brackets, it'll pop up. It's a disenchant magic item. It's spelled exactly the way it is.
I've got that on my character sheet at the moment, Dave.
Okay, sounds good. Disenchant magic item.
So I greet Mr. Barry when I say, I have a couple goods for you that you might be interested in.
Oh, what do you have? He's a pretty large,
this Cookie
jovial
Monster?
fellow. Cookies! I love cookies!
Yeah, that's all I can think of. Good one.
Well, the first thing I show to him, I says, I have the recent privilege of collecting a couple dragon bones here, and I bring out the bones and the couple of claws that I collected when we were at that site and say, I'd be willing to give them to you for modest fee. People love anything that says dragon attached to it.
These are pretty rare, but these are in pretty bad shape, you know.
I'm not asking a lot for them. Just say, give me 15 gold for all of them.
I'll give you
I'll give them
10.
all to you.
I'll give you 10. Do a do a diplomacy check. I would say do a diplomacy. We'll see if you can sweet talk your way. I'll do a DC 15.
Oh, I'm thinking more 15, really.
Okay, I'll give you 15. I actually nailed that roll with a 28.
And I say I also have
Wow.
a couple different idols I got here. One is this figurine I got from these kobolds we're carrying around. There's the dragon figurine we got from the first one. And I say we also have this other idol we got from too, and it's the one that has the little Orcus symbol on the bottom of it. So I don't really have any more use for these. Would you be interested in them?
What'd I say those were a piece, like 5 gold or something like that?
It's something I can't remember.
How many do you have?
I got one Orcus idol and one kobold idol.
I'll give you another 20. 15 for the Orcus
Deal.
idol. Alright. What else you got?
That's about it for right now. If I find anything else, I'll be sure to visit you.
At this point, I walk into the store and I tap it out. You're doing some selling there, my friend. Maybe
selling a
we
couple
should.
things.
Maybe we should sell this mirror I have.
Go for it. I sold all the stuff that I had.
What kind of value did I give you on that mirror?
15.
500 for the mirror.
Yeah, I figured it was up there. Pretty good mirror. He takes the mirror and holds it up. Ooh, I'm so pretty. Yeah, he's a human. He goes, I'm so pretty. I'll give you 250 for it. I'll give you 250.
250 really, friend?
Times are bad,
Surely
man.
it's worth more.
Times are bad. We can't even get a caravan to come in here.
I
believe
that's
we've
about to change.
Yeah, I believe we've sorted that problem for you.
Your kobold warriors are done, my friend. They've been all taken care of. You should have goods flown in here like cheap wine and the Rafting Inn.
300's my final offer. I gotta make something on it, you know?
I was thinking maybe more of a 400.
400? What are you trying to do? Give me a diplomacy check.
Can I make an attempt to help him out, give him a bonus to his diplomacy
How
check?
are you gonna help him out?
Well, I was
You gonna
piping
sweet
in
talk
there
him?
and saying stuff.
All right, what else are
Oh
you saying?
yeah. Say,